Hello, everyone. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. You are welcome to our channel. If you are listening to us on Facebook, you'll be listening on the Petra page. If you are listening to us on YouTube, you should be listening to us on the Petra page. And if you're on X, you should be listening to us on the Achieve by Petra page. Thank you so much for making time with us. Of course, we want to know who is here on the call, so you can kindly drop your name in the comment section and let us know where you're joining us from. So, for instance, you can say you are Kojo joining from the Ashanti region, or you are Ajo joining from the Volta region, or you are Abdullahi joining from the Northern region. So let us know who is joining us. We want to keep this very interactive and very engaging. So as you take time to let me know who you are and where you are joining us from, we'll take some messages from our sponsors and we'll be back in a jiffy.
It's beautiful, but how do we make it work?
I know how to make this happen with a group feature on the Achieve by Petra app. we can invest towards this project.
They dreamed it. They planned it. They achieved it with Achieved by Petra.
Here at Petra, we believe that your pension should not just wait for retirement. It should help you live life better now. That is why we've introduced Easy Homes, a solution that makes home ownership possible for scheme members like you. We have partnered with trusted developers who have affordable, quality, well-located homes at very flexible payment plans. And the best part is, you can use your pension funds, your personal funds, and a pension-backed mortgage to finance your dream home. The idea is that we're moving you from saving for the future to actually owning the future now. Because at Petra, your goal is our priority. It's not just a plan. This is what we mean when we say, let's do life together.
All right, thank you for staying tuned in. I can see Rita saying good morning. I can see Mildred from the Eastern region. Hi, Mildred. I can see 𝗶𝘀 from Accra. Hi, 𝗶𝘀. Joyce from the Western region. Elijah from Upper East. Daniel joining from Tamale. Wendell from Ashaman. Haria from the Northern region. Rita from Achim. And Confidence from the Volta region. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. And I know that this is going to be very interactive. Guessing from how the comments have begun, keep them coming. So a few ground rules when we start the conversation. If the speakers are saying something that you resonate with, if the speakers are saying something that you resonate with, let us know in the comment section. If they're saying something that you don't agree with, let us know in the comment section. And if you have any questions, let us know in the comment section. So at this point, I'll bring in our speakers or our guests. And as you know, we're going to have a conversation about starting right with your money. So I have with me three strong individuals. I have Wisdom, who is a portfolio manager at Petra Trust, and we also have 𝗲𝘃𝗲𝗿, who is also a strategic wealth advisor at Achieved by Petra, and they'll be helping us break down the conversation about money, helping us understand how we can start right with our money in the year 2026. So 𝗲𝘃𝗲𝗿, you can put on your video. For certain reasons, Wisdom is having challenges. He's out of a car, so we might not be able to see his video, but we can see 𝗲𝘃𝗲𝗿. 𝗲𝘃𝗲𝗿, you can put on your video. Okay, great. So 𝗲𝘃𝗲𝗿, good to have you. How are you doing?
Hi, 𝗂𝘃𝗏. Thanks for having me. I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm a happy man. And with Wisdom, how is your year going? How are you doing?
𝗂𝘃𝗏, I'm doing good. The year has started off well. At least we have life, so we are grateful.
That's the most important thing. We have life. The money will come.
Exactly.
I remember watching a video. I think the finance minister in Uganda, he was giving a speech. He said, the money will come. Don't worry, the money will come. So yeah. I don't know how 2026 is starting for you, but Wisdom, let me start with you. 2026 is your year of. What is 2026 your year of for you?
My year of domination, I would say. I want to dominate in all areas of my life: spiritual, financial, family-wise, career-wise, networking-wise, and life in general. I want to dominate in all aspects. And health too is very, very important when it comes to building wealth. So
very
I want to dominate in all those areas.
A year of dominance. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. 𝗲𝘃𝗲𝗿, what is this year for you?
Oh, for me, it's very simple. It's a year of making money. Money making.
You didn't add any filters now. Money making year.
Money making year. Straight.
That's all. My year of making money. All right. I love it. I love it. So our audience listening to us on Facebook, YouTube, and X, you can let us know what is this year for you. I can see Emmanuel say my year of open doors. Evelyn say that's all, my year of making money. Okay, we love it. We love it. So I know that by this time, most of us would have written our New Year resolutions. Some of us have probably forgotten about the resolutions we wrote. Some of us are probably hitting hard on them. But for us at Petra, what we want to do is to be that partner that helps you to do well with your money. So that's why we're having this conversation about starting right with your money. So let's go right into the conversation. And I'll throw this to Wisdom. Wisdom, when we talk about making money, right, what is very important? Is it learning how to manage money or really making a lot of money? Because I see people who make a lot of money, but they have a lot of leakages and the money comes and it goes. I see people who know how to manage money and the money is not even coming for them to manage. So of the two, which one should be the other, even though they are both important?
That's a very interesting question, 𝗀𝗃𝗏. I will say both. I'll say both making more money and then managing money are very critical to building wealth. However, I think the real multiplier has to do with managing money. And I'm saying this because you can earn as much as you can imagine. I'm sure people are dreaming to earn about 100,000 at some point in their life. You can get to that point once you build your skills to that level. However, wherever you are now, you have to build that habit of managing your money properly. Else what will happen is by the time you start earning those huge sums of monies, either through your career or through business, you realize that the habit is not there, that discipline is not there. So you lose it very quickly. And classical example, you hear about people who have won lotteries and then in a matter of a few weeks or few months, they blew all the money. And some of the monies are quite very huge. And that same principle applies. You can be earning maybe 10,000 today. Tomorrow you get an upgrade in your career and then you are earning 50,000. If you don't start building the discipline of planning and managing your money properly with your current salary, and you start earning that 50K, likelihood is that you blow through it very fast. And then you come back to the point where you start praying and joining Alpha Hour for God to open more doors for you to earn more money. And it's not a problem about God not blessing you. The blessings are coming. But because I don't manage your money properly, you end up losing it all. Right? So I would say both are important. You have to improve yourself, develop yourself, develop solid skills that can earn you money. But at the foundation of it has to be you being able to manage the money that comes to you. Because let's think about it this way. Imagine that all the money you have made in your life is what you are ever going to get. Ask yourself whether you'll be proud of how you have spent it so far. Right? So you can earn so much. And maybe let's take a few minutes and then do an exercise. Let's just pull our bank statement for last year, 2025, and then just check all the credits that came into your account from your salary, the side gigs that you've done, and all that. You will notice that you have made so much money last year, but look at your current balance and ask yourself whether you are proud of how you spend that money. The likely answer will be no, because we spent the money anyhow. And we didn't plan for the money before it came through. So once it comes through, all you're thinking about is spend, right? So any more increases your capacity, but poor habits can drain your income level. I think proper management ensures every cedi has a purpose, and it's not just about money coming in and going. So in 2026, we will experience inflation is always there, knocking at your door, and it will be eating away the value of your money. There will be currency swings. The exchange rate between the dollar and the cedi and then other global currencies. That is there. And then there's rising living costs, food, non-food, right?
So
and so in 2026,
before we go into the 2026 conversation, right? I like how you are what you have done with the question, how you have made us understand that management is more important than how much that comes in. Because even more comes in and you're unable to manage it properly, you end up having nothing. And I like the practicality of taking your bank account and looking at all the credits. And I think that our audience should do that. We are having this conversation with you. Do that. Download all your bank statements from January to December and look at the credits and write them down and find out how you have been spending. But wisdom, I'll come back to you to end that. Let me go to Rich Love. Looking at how much people have earned and they see the money that they have, some are not even able to know where they spend the money. Some are saying that money is how you manage money is like being in love, right? When you are in love, there are lots of things that you don't see. Like love is blind. But the moment that you leave the situation or that love space, and maybe your heart is broken, you now begin to see the problems that you somehow what's the expression? You overlooked. Yes, some of the things that you overlooked. So I'm coming to the question that how much of our money behavior is emotional versus logical? Because it's like sometimes when we have the money, we become very emotional with our spend. And when the money leaves, we now begin to think logically. So how much of our behavior about money is emotional versus logical, and how can we really draw the line between these two?
Thank you, Kobna. So, honestly, I believe most of the money decisions people make on a day-to-day, on a daily basis, is deeply emotional. We like to think, I think we like to think that we are being logical with money, right? But if we were, I don't think anybody would regret buying certain things. Just like you said, you see the signs, but you ignore it in a relationship, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't think people will make purchases and come back home and you start asking yourself, why did I buy this? Right. You can buy something in the heat of the moment. For instance, someone brings something to the office and everyone is buying. And because you also want to belong or you also want to show that you too, you did. So
Day.
you find yourself buying. And then later you ask yourself, you go home and you're asking yourself, like, why did I even buy this in the first place? Right. So I think if everyone was entirely logical with their spending, we wouldn't be having people regretting their purchases. A lot of our spending is driven by how we feel in the moment, whether you're tired, you're stressed, excited, pressured, or even bored. Someone can just wake up on a Friday morning or Friday night and say that I've worked hard the whole week, so why not? Let me go out and chill.
Thank
Let me
God
go
it's
out and
Friday.
yes, and then they'll go and spend the money. Now you come back later and then you're trying to justify what you did with logic,
True.
right? But I work hard, so why not? So
After all,
generally, yes. So generally, I think I would say about 80% of money decisions or our spending is based on or driven by emotions. And for me, the way to ensure that you're not spending based on emotions is to have a budget. It's very simple, but I think a lot of people, we all know that it's important to have a budget. It would be great to have a budget, but it's something that a lot of people don't pay attention to. if I have a budget and I'm not going to spend more than 5,000 this month, and I know what the expenses, the things that I want to spend on, then the probability that I'll just wake up on Friday and say that let me go and blow 1,000 cedis at Enigma, let me go and do this here, that probability will be reduced because I know that I'm working within a certain budget, right? So yeah, I think to be able to ensure that you are not spending on based on emotions, it would be great as an individual to have a budget that you can live by.
Yeah, yeah. Let me take you up on that one again. So you spoke about drawing a budget, right? What
Yeah.
about automating your investment so that even before the money lands or even before you see the money, it's invested so that you don't have access to it? What about that? And what are the ways that you can, what are some of the apps or the tools that you can use to do such kind of tactics to ensure that you don't spend based on emotions?
Okay. I think I've said this in most of my presentations or a number of times that personally
Yeah.
I use Achieve. Achieve has this automated auto feature where you can set up direct debits straight from your bank account. So for me,
Right.
what I do is if I know that my salary is coming on 29th, I set the auto debit to go at 2 a.m., right, on by 30th 2 a.m., so that at the time that the debit is happening, I'm asleep. So I'm not there to say that I'm going to cancel it, right? And
Yeah.
so automation is very important. It's one of the main things that would help people to ensure that they are not spending based on emotions. If my salary is 5,000 and I know that I want to have 2,000 of that going into my investments, and I have automated it. Typically spending is at its peak during the end of month when you get money. That's when
Yeah.
money is telling you what to do with the money you have is not telling you what to
Tell
do.
you what to do
You
with it.
Yes, you are not telling the money where to go. The money is directing you
Yeah.
where to go. So you have to take on that power over money and
Okay.
say that I am telling you where to go.
What to
So
do?
at the end of every month, if I want 2,000 to go and I know that I don't have the discipline, or sometimes it may not even be the discipline, a lot of things can come up. I don't
Yeah.
want a situation where I'm going to spend the money elsewhere. You automate it. So 2,000 straight, once your salary comes in, it goes into your investment. And fortunately, Achieve makes it very easy for us. It's very convenient. You don't have to go to the bank to fill in any direct debit form and say that at the end of the month it wasn't done, it was going to be done the next month or something. Once you set up the auto debit on the app, it will be done
Yeah.
directly for you just at the time that you have decided to set it up.
Cool. Cool. So the app Achieved by Petra, I can download it on the Play Store or on the App Store. Now let me go to wisdom. Wisdom, Rachel spoke about drawing up a budget. Now, what's a realistic budget for modern lifestyles today? Today a young person wants to have fun, they want to belong. There are a lot of things that maybe erstwhile or people were not, it wasn't really a big deal, because there was no social media. The sense of belonging was just within your community. But today a young person gets money and they want to go to they want to travel, they want to go skydiving, they want to go to all those places, travel outside the country. Ghana is not enough for them. They want to go to Dubai and all those things. So how can a young person or an individual draw a realistic budget that allows them to enjoy life and also plan for the future?
Thank you. Thank you for that question. It's very important. Before I touch on it, I just wanted to talk briefly about automation and one of the practical ways I use automation. So, audience, I want to introduce to you tier 3. If you're a professional and you earn salary, right, or you are an entrepreneur, one of the ways you can speed up your investment runway is to take advantage of tier 3, right? Currently, government allows you to do up to 16.5% of your salary tax-free. I want to highlight that tax-free into any tier 3 product, and Petra has a very unique product called the Petra Savings Booster Scheme, right? And so for me, my finance team is one of the people I used to automate, right? So all you have to do is to inform your finance team. It could be your company accountant that, okay, at the end of every month, I want you to transfer 16.5% of my salary into my tier 3 product, which is the Petra Savings Booster Scheme, right? So instead of you losing out by paying taxes, you're actually going to be saving on taxes. And in the process, by letting your finance guy do that transfer for you, you don't have to come in as an individual to do this transaction. So once you inform your finance team, at the end of the month, they will take that 16.5%. You are saving on tax, so you get to invest more, and then it's automated. At the end of every month, they will do it before what is left is credited to your bank account. So that's one of the ways that I think audience should use automation. If you are not taking advantage of the tier 3 product, I think you're putting a lot of money on the table, right? Because in our quest to make more money, right? One of the things you should look at is saving on taxes, and the tier 3 product is one of the stimulus way to do that. So let's take advantage of that. Now, to your question about what a real budget looks like in modern day, I think a real budget should be crafted along how you live your life, right? What I mean is that everybody's budget should be different. Two people working in the same office, earning the same salary, have different lifestyles, right? And so their budgets should look different, right? And I don't think a budget should be stiff or static, right? You should have broad lines in your budget. And I think maybe 𝗀𝗏 will be kind to share a template for you that you can use at the end of this call, right? Which allows you to basically look at all your source of income, and then you take out your expenses from it. The goal is that when your incomes come in, instead of thinking about spending first, you think about investment first. So once your salary is paid, you pay yourself first by doing your investment, right? And it should start from the tier 3 products, so that before the money even hits your account, 16.5% or any percentage that you are comfortable with based on your lifestyle is taken out and then put into that tier 3 product. You save on tax, so you are saving more money rather than waiting for the money to hit your account. By that time, the pay or tax has been taken from your salary already, so you are losing out if you don't take advantage of the tier 3, right? So a budget should be broad-based in the sense that you should have your income lines. Maybe you have three sources of income. You put all in there, then you look at your expenses, your transport, your savings towards your rent, your groceries, food. Entertainment is very important in these times because people want to chill, right? So your budget shouldn't be boring. You should make some space for entertainment, right? It could be you treating yourself to some dinner once a month. It could be you hanging out with friends once a month. But do make space for entertainment so that you don't feel so pressured when you are seeing people online posting their videos and all that. At least you can take yourself out in a month and then enjoy the fruit of your labor. And I also think a modern budget should be such that it should be changing along with your life, right? So let's say 6 months ago, you have not started your master's, right? So then you have so much money that you can invest and then spend. Now you started doing your masters today, so that budget have to change, right? So at every point in time, as your life changes, you have to adjust your budget accordingly, so that the budget is not static. And
I like that.
think
So the budget is like a living thing, right?
exactly.
Nice, nice.
And it should be changing as your life changes, right?
Yeah. So
and
from what
I would like to. And
so from what you are saying, okay, you go.
I just wanted to say that a realistic budget is one that is truthful, right? So don't deceive yourself by doing something very tight that you know yourself deep down your heart that you cannot follow. Be frank with yourself. Ask yourself the necessary questions. How much do I spend on transport every week? And then realistically, you answer that question and then put it in your budget. At the end of the day, you will see whether you are having a surplus or you'll be needing more money at the end of the month. So once you have surplus, that is good. But if you are in deficit, it means that by the end of the month, you'll be calling friends and family to ask for money to support you complete the month. And then you're about to square one, right?
Yeah.
So let's be frank with ourselves and then do the budgets based on our life and the patterns that we have for spending.
Great. I like the angle that you took the question from, and I like that you have really explained that the budget is not just a document, but it's a living document which we need to update also based on our lifestyle. And from your response, what I'm learning is that we need to pay attention to the changes that are happening in our life, right? And from that angle, right, let me ask this question. You see, there is inflationary lifestyle. Is that what it's called? So when your expenses increases based on your increase in income, right? So are you saying that we should be spending according to how much we are earning? What about spending below your means and things like that? How does it really play into having a living budget?
Okay, that's a very good question. And I think in quotes, they call it lifestyle inflation. And what it simply means, what it simply means is that the way you live your life changes in line with the income you are getting. So let me give an example. Today, 𝗂𝘃 is earning 5,000 Ghana cedis. 𝗂𝘃 doesn't take Uber, she pays Trotro to the office. So 𝗂𝘃 is able to save 1,000 cedis every month, right? All of a sudden, 𝗂𝘃 is performing so well at work, so she got a promotion and now she's earning 10,000. Ideally, what 𝗂𝘃 should be doing is continuing her taking of Trotro to and back from the office so that she saves on transport. But what typically happens is that once she gets that promotion, 𝗂𝘃 will either start thinking about, oh, let me go and get a loan and buy a car, or let me start taking Uber to the office, right? So 𝗂𝘃 start taking Uber to the office. Now she spends 100 cedis in, 100 cedis out, 200 cedis. Meanwhile, back when she was earning 5,000, she just spends about, let's say, 20 cedis. So just look at the increase that have happened because she got a promotion. So that's the lifestyle inflation we're talking about. When you change the way you are living your life based on a change or an incremental change that happens in your income, right? And so we have to be very much aware of that. For me, what I advise people to do is that when you get a promotion of that sort, pretend that nothing has happened, right? And continue living your life as though you were still on your previous salary. So that difference that you have gotten due to the promotion, you invest it, right? Because we have something we call time value of money. The money that you invest today is more valuable than the money that you'll be investing tomorrow, right? So the best time to invest is actually yesterday, and the next best time is now.
No.
If you don't do that and you are changing your lifestyle in line with the promotions or your career development, what will happen is that the money you are earning will never be enough. It will never be enough. Which takes us back to the initial question about whether any more money is better or managing your money. Exactly, right? So let's be careful about lifestyle inflation. It creeps in very slowly, but it's always there. It's always there. You get some huge gifts, and then instead of investing it, you want to spend. So kids gifts when gifts are given to you, maybe your uncle came from the UK during the Christmas. He dashed you some thousand pounds.
Don't use UK. They say UK people
I use US.
Use US. UK people, they don't dash money.
So your uncle Boga came from US. He dashed you some $1,000, right?
Yeah.
Right now, I'm sure you would have blown it because you didn't struggle for it.
Exactly.
Right. So any gift you get, any financial gift you get, the trick is simple. Pretend you never got it. Just invest it. Just invest it.
Pretend
because
you never got it.
Pretend you never got it. And same as your promotions that you get, pretend they never came. At least for the next 1 year. Right. So that that difference or the increase that came in due to the promotion, you invest all of that. So that in 1 year time, that investment that you have done will actually be able to fund you taking Uber to the office. And don't mind what people will say that, oh, if I got promotion, but she's still picking trotro. You are the captain of your own financial ship, right? And Petra is there to guide you throughout the way, right? So we have financial advisors on hand who you can call. If you get money coming to you, gifts, you get promotions, and you are wondering how to invest it, reach out to our financial advisors, and they'll be able to guide you exactly how you should invest those funds.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mention a USSD code that you can enter on your phone to reach the financial advisors. And I'm going to give you a telephone number and WhatsApp numbers of 2 of our financial advisors who can assist you. So I'm going to put it in the comment section. Now the USSD code is *447 *70#. That's *447 *70#. And then the numbers are there. You can call Grace on 0593 811 829, 0593 811 829, or Rubatu on 0593 811 836, 0593 811 836. All right, thank you so much, Wisdom. What I'm taking from what you said is pretend you don't have the money, pretend you do not have the increment, pretend you don't have the gift, and save that money. Very, very practical and instructive. Now, Rich Love, so Wisdom has drawn our attention to the lifestyle inflation, how to create a budget that is living and reasonable, and that is realistic and very adjustable. Now, in all our expenses and the things that we do, you know, the intensity of some of the things that we do is really dependent on our age. So for somebody who is young, probably they'll be spending money on education, maybe money on their looks and things like that. Somebody who is growing is probably looking at spending money in buying property, assets, taking care of their health, things like that. So when you look at our financial priorities, right, between someone who is 25 and someone who is 40, what should really be their financial priorities so that the next 10 years of their lives is better? Rachel.
Okay, thank you, Kobna. And Wisdom, please Ikea says she's a big girl now. She cannot be doing 𝘄cie.
10 years from now, if I regret that decision.
I know, right?
That's a very simple answer.
She's maintaining steez now.
Maintaining steez.
Anyway, so Kamna, to your question, I think at age 25, your biggest advantage is not just money, it's time, right? You have time to make mistakes, time to learn, and time to recover. So for a 25-year-old, your focus should be building good money habits now, investing in skills and education that kind of increase your earning power. And then this is also not the season to hoard every CD that you are getting in regular savings accounts that's giving you 1%, 2%. This is not the time because you have some time, right? You can sort of afford to invest in some a bit of highly volatile funds, right? And you also have, because you also have some time compounding, you also have some time to allow your money to grow and enjoy the benefits of compounding, right? So you can start very small with your investments, but the most important thing for you at 25 is just being consistent. So you can start small now, but you just need to be consistent. But at 40, the conversations sort of changes for you a bit. Okay. Now at that point, you are probably earning more, but you have less time compared to a 25-year-old. For you at 40, your priorities start to shift from protecting. Your priorities are now becoming protecting what you've already built because you are nearing retirement, right? So you need to ensure that at that point you have proper insurance in place for your dependents. You also, that's the point where you are seriously building your retirement fund. That does not mean that at 25 you shouldn't focus or you shouldn't think about your retirement. But at 40, you are closer to retirement. So it becomes like an emergency for you when it comes to your retirement funds, right? And then you also need to look at building good educational funds for your kids. Because mostly in a certain, it's possible by 40 you may not have a child, but generally at 40, people have kids around that time. And so it's also important that because you are nearing retirement, you don't want a situation where you're in retirement and you're still paying education, you're still paying school fees from the little money you are getting from your retirement funds. So at that point too, it's also important that you make sure that you have a plan for your kids' education as well. And then most importantly, like I mentioned, for you, you need to be protecting your investments. You are not the kind of investments that a 25-year-old can do. You might want to look at more conservative fund for your investments, right? So it's important that people understand that different seasons require different priorities and strategies. Okay. The financial strategy of a 40-year-old cannot be the same as that of a 25-year-old. At 25, time is your superpower. At 25, you can start small, be consistent, and let compound interest for you. And at 40, you need a strategy that works because you don't have as much time. You need to protect what you've built and accelerate what is already working for you.
Wow, that's very interesting. I mean, when you're speaking, you're just bringing things home to me. Like when you're getting to 40, you're nearing retirement, you want a conservative fund, you want to be protecting your funds. When you're 25, you want to be building skill, you want to be trying some risky stuff because you have time as an advantage. So for our audience who are listening here, depending on where you find yourself on the spectrum, right, on the age spectrum, you should be taking the advice that 𝗲𝘃𝗏 is giving us. At 40, how are you looking at protecting? At 25, how are you looking at being aggressive? And 𝗲𝘃𝗏, One of the things that I like about the Achieve by Petra app is the convenience that it gives. So either at 25 or at 40, there's a product for you. Would you want to suggest some of the products that our audience can be looking out for on the Achieve by Petra app?
Okay, yeah, sure. So on the app, we have funds that I do for long-term goals and funds that I do for medium to, or I mean, short-term goals, right? So if I want to use the age, well, sometimes it depends. So someone can be at age 40 and still have a short-term goal, something like paying for their rent. Paying for their
Right.
rent can be it's anything between 6 to 12 months, right? So that's for you, it's a short-term goal. But so let me highlight, if you want to, so let's say you are looking at a short-term goal, or you have a goal like you want to buy a phone. We just started
Yeah.
2026, and you want to be able to buy the next iPhone that will be released by end of year. For you, that's a short-term goal because end of
Yes.
year is just within like we're okay, we are
Oh,
still in January, so about 11 to 12
11.
months. So
Yeah.
something like a product like DigiSave would be ideal for such a goal, right? And then for someone at age 25 or age 30 who wants to, let's say you have a goal, you want to buy a car, like here, who has now been upgraded with her salary and she wants
Yeah.
to, she's hoping to save and invest for a car. She wants to
Yeah.
continue with her trusty life and hopefully buy a car in the next 5 to 10 years. For someone like that, um, a fund like Global Tech would be
Right.
ideal for someone like that because Global Tech is good or ideal for long-term goals like that. And then we also have other products. We have Plus Balance Fund. Plus
Right.
Balance Fund is also great for medium to long-term goals as well. And then we also have Eurobond Trust. Eurobond
Yeah.
Trust is also ideal for medium to long-term goals as well. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. So there's definitely something or an
Now,
investment
let me
product. Yes.
mention we have Fixed Invest. That's our newest product.
Right. Okay.
So this is great for someone that wants for that's also great for short-term goals between 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. You want to lock in your funds for something specific, like buying the iPhone, because you don't want to have access to the funds and fall on it during emergencies because it's something that you really want. Fixed invest would be ideal for someone like that, right?
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for that. So someone says we should come again the package. So for short term, you're looking at DigiSave. For medium term, you're looking at Eurobond. So medium term, long term, Eurobond Trust, Global Tech, Plus Balance Fund. Then for medium term, somebody who wants returns that are not fluctuating, you can be looking at fixed invest. So those are the products that you have in Achieve by Petra. And also, if you use if you're a customer or a client of Petra, right? Petra manages your tier 2 and your tier 3, and you want to have live access or viewing of your money, how it is growing on a daily basis or in real time, you can easily link your Achieve by Petra app with your Petra account. So you just have to download the Achieve by Petra app, and then you'll just link it with either your Petra ID or your telephone number that is on the scheme. So as easy as that, you can have access to see how your tier 2 or your tier 3 investments are growing, or the health of your tier 2 and your tier 3 investment. So if you just joined in, we are having conversations about how to start right with your money in the year 2026. If you are here and you want someone to assist you with money decisions or how to manage your money, you can just dial star 447 star 07 hash. I take it again, star 447 star 70 hash. When you type the USSD code, you'll be able to speak to some of our financial advisors. You can either call Grace on 0593 811 829, 0593 811 829, or you can talk to Robert 2 on 0593 811 836-0593-811-836. We'll quickly take a message from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back. Please stay tuned in. When I come back, I'll look at your questions and we'll take it out from there.
Here at Petra, we believe that your pension should not just wait for retirement. It should help you live life better now. That is why we've introduced 𝘄cie Homes, a solution that makes home ownership possible for scheme members like you. We have partnered with trusted developers who have affordable, quality, well-located homes at very flexible payment plans. And the best part is, you can use your pension funds, your personal funds, and a pension-backed mortgage to finance your dream home. The idea is that we're moving you from saving for the future to actually owning the future now. Because at Petra, your goal is our priority. It's not just a plan. This is what we mean when we say, let's do life together.
It's beautiful. But how do we make it work?
I know how to make this happen. With the growth feature on the Achieve by Petra app, we can invest towards this project.
They dreamed it. They planned it. They achieved it with Achieve by Petra.
Okay, welcome back. So I'll quickly take some of the questions that we are having here. So Isaac says, very interesting conversation, or interesting presentation. I see Isaac asking, does speaking with a financial advisor come with any charge? No, it doesn't come with any charge to speak to a financial advisor. Dominic says, is the fixed invest available? The platform on the app, is the fixed invest available? The platform or app has it on pending. Okay, so Dominic, just update your Achieve by Petra app. Just update it and you have access to it. When you go to explore and go to fixed investments, you have access to it. Okay, then okay, I think I've done this. Someone is asking, so there's a question. The person is asking that, also, what if you earn a very low salary where transport alone takes 40 to 50% of it? How would you advise the person in terms of investments? Okay, so Wisdom, Rich Love, any of you want to take this?
Yeah, hi. That's a very good question. I think it's a matter of you building the discipline of investing, even with your low salary. So I don't look at it from a perspective of nominal amounts. I look at it from a perspective of percentage, right? So when I draw up my budget, I'm looking at how much percentage am I able to realistically invest with my current salary, right? So that if you are earning 1,000 cedis, you shouldn't shy away from investment because you think your 10%, 15% is too small, right? And so let's approach it from a perspective of percentage. So just look at your life, what you spend on, and then try to cut out the things that are not necessary, and then focus on the needs, your rent, clothing, transport to your office, back and fro, those critical things, food. Once you do all of that, and then whatever is left, right? If you are looking at just the amounts, you'll not be motivated to invest realistically. So that's why the Achieve by Petra app is allowing you to invest as little as you can think of, as little as 100 cedis you should go to invest. 50 cedis, you should be
Even
able
as
to
little as
invest.
20 Ghana cedis, you can
20 cedis, you should be able to invest. Exactly. So look at it from a perspective of percentage and say, okay, every month I'm putting 10% of my salary, no matter how much I earn, because there'll be some months that you get some side gigs and then your income will be higher. Just focus on the percentage, 20%, 30%, and how quickly you want to move away from the poverty trap should determine how much percentage you are investing every month. So if you want to be financially independent as quickly as possible, then you should be aggressive. People are even doing half of their salary. I've met a guy at one of the programs and he's investing around 60% of his salary currently. And that's very aggressive, to be honest. But he's a single guy, he's young, he's able to manage a single room currently because he doesn't have to think about the wife and kids. So he's being aggressive now, and I think that's the way to go, because once family comes in, the dynamics change. Right? So focus on a percentage and then stick to it. And when you get the increment in your salary, don't start spending, but start investing, and then you see progress as the months move by.
Okay, so don't start spending, rather start investing. Okay. So Sandra says, thank you for the gems, rich love. Who is this? Let's see. Promise says, thank you, great lessons being learned here. So someone was asking how do I invest? So 2 ways. You can download the Achieve by Petra app and start investing, or you can dial *447*70# to speak to one of our financial advisors, and they will help you out. Let's see other questions. Somebody's asking about the tier 3 contribution. Yeah, so that's savings booster that Wisdom spoke about. You can also speak to our financial advisor, *447*70# to get some more information on that from them. So yeah, so this is the same question. How can I invest in tier 3? Okay, let's see. Okay, this Wisdom, this is a very interesting one. Rich love as well. This is an interesting one. I want to hear from you. So Anon says that work or the position doesn't allow to take trotro. Is it good for such a person to go for a loan to buy a car, or the person should continue picking boats? The individual is around 25 to 28 years. Guys, what do you think about this?
That's very interesting. What doesn't allow you to take trotro?
Yeah.
Maybe you should strategize and then take trotro to some point and then take Uber. Take Uber to the office. Charlie, this game is like a game of chess. Nobody's seeing you.
Yeah.
Nobody's seeing you. Maybe one of the days you meet one of your colleagues in the trotro and then you all laugh at each other and then you move.
Yeah, this together.
Yeah, in this together, right? But I think one of the problems is that we focus so much on what people are thinking about us, and several research has proved that most of the time people are not really thinking about you like you think they are, right? And your financial journey is yours to own. Okay, it's true that there are some positions that you cannot be seen taking throttle, and that's all part of the societal pressure that comes with building wealth. So the advice I'll give this person is be tactical about it. Look at what is realistic, right? Because at the end of the day, one thing is for sure, that job you have today will not be there forever. Right, you might change jobs. You can actually lose your job. People have lost their jobs before. So your salary that you have gotten this month, it could be your last from that company. The company can go down. So many things can happen, right? So imagine because of what people will say, you are taking the Uber, or you decide to buy a new car, taking money from other people to do that, and then you lose your job. The question is, the people that you think will tag you in a certain way, whether they'll come to your aid at that point? No, right? So you have to own your finances. But that's why you have to take advantage of tier 3 and start saving towards that. Typically, you could use your tier 3 as a collateral to secure a loan. And at Petra, we understand that there are times where you really need the money, which you don't have. And actually, building wealth, sometimes you have to use other people's money to do that. So Petra allows you to get some loan, and you can actually leverage this loan to acquire a car for yourself. But always do the math and then be sure that it is what you need at that point in your life, right? So that it won't be because somebody is pressuring you to take that action, right? So you can take advantage of our loan products. We've partnered with certain financial institutions, and so what we have done is that we have ensured that they reduce the interest rate so that our customers can be able to afford it. One of the key things is that instead of coming to withdraw money from your pension fund, which you could use to leverage and then acquire properties in the future, right? Or even today, based on your balance, we don't want you touching your pension funds to acquire a car. So rather come for an affordable loan and then be able to do whatever investment in your business, making that purchase, or buying a car, investing in your education. All of these things are important, but sometimes our current finances doesn't allow us to acquire it. So that's why Petra has thought about it and brought out these loan products. So we can take advantage of that as well. When you reach out to the financial advisors, they'll guide you on how to go about it.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Wisdom. Thank you so much, Rich Love. I think at this point, I'll take your closing remarks. We've done 1 hour and some 2 minutes, and we always promise to keep our conversations within an hour so we don't take too much of your time. Some of you are probably working out and listening in as you're working, so we'll try to manage that on your behalf. So let's take the closing remarks from Rich Love and Wisdom, and then we'll call it a wrap. So, Rich Love, you can start. Okay, if I'm not getting Rich Love, Wisdom, let's take it from you. Hello, yes, Wisdom.
Okay. What I wanted to mention is that you might have joined a number of webinars to listen in on how to build wealth, but the key thing is taking action. You can listen to the YouTube videos, join these webinars, but if you don't take action and act on the things that you learn from these sessions, nothing is going to change in your financial life, right? So let's take action. And financial independence is a long journey, right? It's not like a 100-meter race. It's a very long journey, and the earlier you start, the better. Because if you look at it like the runway that the planes use, you study how much expertise is needed to land a military jet on a military ship on the high seas, right? It takes a lot of skills to do that. And if you don't act now and you are older, that's how much pressure you will be under to be able to become financially independent. So it's better to start early so that compounding and then time value of money will be in your favor. And whilst you are building wealth, one thing that you should also consider is insurance. Your cars that you have, people do third party. I don't believe in that. I believe in comprehensive insurance, because one thing that can set you back is if you get an accident with your car, you have to buy a whole new car altogether. Because you can buy a new car today, tomorrow you get an accident. Hopefully your life will be saved, right? But if your life is saved, you have to buy a whole new car. And if you have a comprehensive insurance, the insurance company will take on that burden. But if you don't, it means that you have to go and dip your hand into your investments to be able to do that. So always take comprehensive insurance. And then for your life too is very important to you. So take life insurance. And we have insurance product on the Achieve by Petra app that you can access. Life insurance, especially if you're a family person, you should always have, it's a must for you to have a life insurance. So that when you're not there, you hear stories about uncles taking the houses that people have left, cars, right? So insure your life so that when you are not there, your family will not suffer. Even if you are single, I'm sure you have loved ones, your siblings, your mother, your father. Once you take on that life insurance, you'll be able to sort them out, even in your absence. That's the power of life insurance. So I advise that you take that as well. And I'll end by saying that the best time to take control of your finances is always now. And if you don't take the action, nothing will happen. Thank you, Kwabena.
Thank you so much, Wisdom. Thank you so much. Okay. Hi, Rich
Sorry,
Love.
I was hustling a little with my laptop. Anyway, so I think Wisdom has said a lot, and for me, I think over time of speaking with people, I think the top things that I hear people say is their reason for not investing is the fact that they don't really understand investments like that, and then they also are not earning enough to be able to invest, right? But for me, first off, for people joining this is a first step. Joining this webinar alone shows that you want to learn more and be able to invest or save towards the things that you care about. And as you are walking away, I just want people to understand that you don't need to be an investment guru. You don't need to know everything about investment to start. Fortunately for us, Achieve by Petra has made it quite simple. Achieve has done the work, has done the due diligence. This is good, this is that. It has sort of put everything together for us to be able so that once you go there, you are able to pick. In fact, there are guides before you pick a product. You have something to read a little that tells you what the product is good for or what that investment product is good for. So as we are going, I'll just advise people that you don't need to know everything about investments. Just start from where you are. Start with Achieve by Petra, which has sort of simplified everything for you. And then you don't need to be earning so much to be able to start. Wisdom mentioned that it's about a percentage of what you are earning, realistically, what you can part away with every month. Start something today. You don't need to be perfect, but start something. It's just about making progress, right? So start something today and just be consistent. And I'm sure you will get there eventually.
Thank you. Start something today and just be consistent. Thank you so much, Rich Love. Thank you so much, Wisdom, for sharing your expertise with us. And thank you all for joining. We've had a good attendance, over 300 people joining today's call. Thank you so much. It shows how interested you are in developing your finances and starting right with your money in the year 2026. So don't be left out, right? Do exactly what Rich Love and Wisdom have told you to do. And do what to follow us on all our social media platforms. If you're watching on the Petra Achieve More on Facebook, if you're not following us, follow us on Facebook. We share a lot of information that will help you in making good, better money decisions. Also, you can follow us on Achieve by Petra on Facebook. We also help you to make better money decisions on YouTube. We are there. On LinkedIn, we are there. Actually, every social media platform, we are there. Just engage with us. The name is Petra Achieve More or Achieve by Petra Financial Planning and Investment. Thank you for spending your morning with us. We wish you all the best. We wish that in 2026, you will really start right with your money. We'll take some messages from our sponsors once again, and then after that, we'll end the program. Thank you so much, and do enjoy the meeting.
Oh no, my car broke down and the repair costs are way higher than I expected. I need cash right now. I need cash. I can't also wait for payday. And borrowing money takes forever. What do I do? Wait a minute. I've been saving on the Achieve app. I should have some money there. Wow. My DigiSave investment on the Achieve app gained some additional interest. I love this app. With the Achieve app, I can instantly have access to my emergency savings anywhere, anytime. I've been saving little by little, and now I don't have to stress at all. Download the Achieve app today and start building your emergency fund. It's the smartest way to stay prepared for life surprises.
Here at Petra, we believe that your pension should not just wait for retirement. It should help you live life better now. That is why we've introduced 𝘄cie Homes, a solution that makes home ownership possible for scheme members like you. We have partnered with trusted developers who have affordable, quality, well-located homes at very flexible payment plans. And the best part is, you can use your pension funds, your personal funds, and the pension-backed mortgage to finance your dream home. The idea is that we're moving you from saving for the future to actually owning the future now. Because at Petra, your goal is our priority. It's not just a plan. This is what we mean when we say, let's do life together.
It's beautiful. But how do we make it work?
I know how to make this happen. With the growth feature on the Achieve by Petra app, we can invest towards this project.
They dreamed it. They planned it. They achieved it with 𝘄cie by Petra.